Okay, I get it. You're not as creative as you'd like to be. You've Googled or YouTube searched channel points ideas for your Twitch stream, and you want to know a little bit more about the kind of things that you can do on your stream. The thing is, it's not always easy being creative. Sometimes you need a little bit of inspiration. Hopefully this video will give you some inspiration. We're going to be going through the types of different channel points ideas that are out there. We're going to give you some good ideas itself, and then we're going to link to an article on StreamSentials website where you can just read up a little bit more on the different ideas that we've got. We've got an article that's 40 different channel points idea. I'll link it below. So hey, I'm MachineDaena from StreamSentials, and hopefully in this video you're going to learn a little bit more about why channel points really exist, how to get the most from channel points, and really what their purpose is. But of course, it all comes down to creativity. You're going to come away from this video hopefully knowing more about what types of channel points you should add on your stream. If you do find this useful, please like and subscribe to StreamSentials channel. Feel free to check my channel out as well. So what's the idea with Twitch channel points? Obviously, they're a pretty cool tool. You don't really get these in many other streaming services. It's a really good innovation from Twitch. The purpose of the channel points is obviously to keep your viewers a little bit more engaged than they may otherwise have been. It's about creating entertainment, it's about being different, unique, and it's about being able to do things with your chat members that you might not otherwise have been able to do by just, say, playing a game. So this is really like an added value thing that you should add to your channel. Channel points are only available to Twitch partners and Twitch affiliates, so if you're not Twitch partnered or affiliated yet, then you will have to get at least affiliated before you can unlock the ability to set up and customize your channel points. Now, there are some default channel redeems that you can get from channel points on Twitch. Some of these you can obviously unlock straight off the bat, and they've got icons for them already, and you can set the points for them, either dynamic points or you can set a specific amount depending on what your channel needs are. And a lot of this will depend on how busy your chat is. Now, we'll go through some of the nuances to this in the video, because if you're not careful, you can find yourself getting really overwhelmed by channel points, particularly if the channel points are not very autonomous things. Now, if you're a fairly quiet streamer and you don't have too many people in your chat, being able to be sort of driven by all the activity in channel points is not necessarily a bad thing. It could make things a lot more interesting for you. The thing is, if you've got a lot of people in your chat, even just 20 or 50 people in your chat, what can happen is you start to get overwhelmed with all the channel redeems, and actually there is no content anymore. It's just you doing channel point redeems, and although that's probably quite fun, you might find it gets either boring or frustrating after a while, and your users and viewers will probably start to think that as well. So you've got to be really careful with channel points to get the balance right between making it expensive enough that it's desirable, but not so expensive that it's unattainable, if that makes sense. And the article on StreamSentials does go into a little bit more detail about the nuances around these types of things, so I definitely recommend checking the article out. So in this video, the way I'm going to structure it is we're going to go into 4 different types of channel points, and for each we'll give some examples of the types of channel points that you would add under that header. Those headers are chat-related channel redeems, stream-specific channel redeems, game-specific channel redeems, and then channel-specific ideas as well. Now, some of these categories are more autonomous than others, so you just need to be mindful of the type of balance that you have with your channel redeems here. So first, let's get into chat-specific channel points redeems. These are things that you can just do through your chat. Your viewers are able to just redeem it, and it, in many cases, will just happen straight away. Things like rewarding your viewers for saving up so many channel points, and bear in mind they watch your channel to save up these points. Rewarding them with a role like VIP or mods is something that you can do from chat, and all you have to do is /VIP/mod and the user's name. Now, I wouldn't recommend putting these too low in terms of pricing. You want to be putting these as a really desirable, unique redeem. You don't want everyone in your chat to be a VIP or a mod. That just takes away some of the value of actually being a mod or a VIP. There's also things like highlighting message and unlocking random sub-emotes. These are things that are available by default from Twitch's channel points. We can also go a little bit further with these. There are many different chatbots available. For example, Streamlabs Cloudbot. There's Nightbot from Stream Elements. You could even offer people the ability to set up a custom command with channel points. So they save up their channel points, and it's, yes, I'm redeeming you, Mr. Streamer, to set up a specific channel command for me as a viewer, and now I feel really special. But for real, it is about making your viewers feel valued and feeling special. That's really, really important as part of this process for channel points. But there's also like negative style channel points redeems as well. For example, timing out another viewer, banning viewers for a certain period of time, or even turning on emote-only chat for a certain amount of time, which restricts the amount of communication that your chat can do. You will get all types of personalities in your chat, and some of these people will be a little bit like negative in nature. So these types of negative channel points redeems sort of cater to those types of people, but it also can just create a little bit more of a playful element to your stream and your channel points redeems. I have on my channel a few specific viewers, actually one or two of them are my mods, and every now and then they will redeem with their channel points to time out a viewer, but they tend to save it just for that really humor-driven moment, and it works really, really well. The problem with that is sometimes the person that's being targeted by the timeout can just redeem right at the last minute to time out the person that's timed them out, and before you know it, you've got a really, really quiet chat and you can just chill out and have 5 minutes break. Next, we've got streamer-specific channel points ideas on Twitch. So these are things where you as the streamer are doing something because the viewer has asked you to do it through channel points. And these are things that obviously you can set up yourself. You can have as much control over these as you want, but it gives the power to the viewer. And this is all about really the viewer feeling like they're in control, feeling like that they can perhaps embarrass you a little bit or make you do something silly or some physical exercise or something like that. So some ideas here, there can be things like hats, glasses, costume changes. On my channel, I have one where my viewers can specifically change the color of my lighting in my room, for example, and I use Philips Hue for this. Pink, blue, yellow. You get the picture. But things like truth or dare, or getting the streamer to do dabs or some ASMR or anything a little bit obscure and weird like that. But then you've got more practical things as well. A part of the default redeems that you can do from Twitch channel points are things like a posture check. So this just reminds the streamer, stretches back. Many streamers can be sat there for hours and hours and hours, and the nicer viewers that you may have in your channel will want you to be, you know, healthy. So posture check or maybe hydrating with some water. They're good things to add because then generally quite cheap things to do. Really quick, easy, on-the-fly things that you can do without having to take too much time out of your stream or whatever it is that you're doing at that particular moment in time. So streamer-specific redeems are very, very good from the point of view of kind of small, quick tasks that you can do on the fly. I have one, for example, where I'll play a harmonica. I will do a toot for my viewers. Yeah, they do get dazzled by the skill that I have on the harmonica. But the question is, how playful do you dare to be with this? Like, before you know it, you can be doing 200 sit-ups in a stream, and within a month or two of streaming, you're going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. The world is your oyster with streamer-specific channel points. Next, we've got game-specific channel point redeems on Twitch. So these obviously relate to anything where you're able to influence the gameplay that's in play. And this can be a really, really quick, easy, kind of interesting dynamic on the average gameplay. So a lot of people on Twitch are really guilty of just playing a game, and maybe they chat a little bit and it's fun and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, there's often like thousands or at least hundreds of people in a particular game, particularly if that category is like a very popular one, for example, Fortnite, CSGO or whatever. So how do you stand out in a category like that? Well, channel points redeems are one way of doing that. On a basic level, you can have things, and I've got this, like a name generator, which just allows the person to name a character or an item or a town. For example, I play a lot of Civilization 6. This just allows the viewer to actually influence exactly what's going on in the game and name something in games. This is particularly useful for games where you've got a character or some sort of strategy game where you're able to influence cities and civilizations or something like that. I used to play a lot of City Skylines, and that was pretty good because there were so many things that you could name in City Skylines. But then there's more devilish things to do as well. For example, the viewer can get you to drop items in game to make your life a little bit more difficult in game. That's kind of cool because it just helps trip you up and create some more entertainment on your channel. And if you want to go really, really far with this, you can even get it so that the viewers can really mess up your ability to play the game. I had a channel point redeem once where I would literally flip my monitor upside down. Now, not physically, I wouldn't pick it up and start doing this in the middle of the screen. There's a setting in Windows that you can use. I think you right-click display settings. Yeah, display orientation. We can put it landscape flipped. And now all of a sudden... I think I'm going to revert these. Your screen's flipped upside down. But again, how far do you go with that? Maybe you could have a channel point redeem that allows you to turn off your monitor, which means you're not even able to play the game at all for a given amount of time. Say, for example, 10 seconds. And again, this is just about giving power to your viewers to keep them more engaged and more interested in what it is that you're doing. The final channel points category is more things about actually the stream itself, or rather the channel itself and what happens on the channel. So things like changing the stream title to a specific thing, or maybe including their name in the stream title. Guiding the raid is a very popular channel points redeem where people can send all the viewers at the end of the stream to a specific streamer of their choice. Running adverts can be quite a mischievous one that viewers can suggest, or even things to do with like adding sound effects to your channel, which can be redeemed through channel points. And tools like Leorin board or touch portal allows the user to essentially use their channel points to redeem stuff like that, or physical things that happen on screen. For example, a fuzzy effect or a blurred effect, or flipping the camera and manipulating filters and sources within OBS Studio. So these get a lot more complicated, but they're a lot more interesting and a lot more proactive. And again, they're easy to manage because the channel points just triggers what happens on your stream. But the thing is, these can take quite a lot of time to set up, so you just want to be mindful on how much time it takes to set these things up. Another tip here is also having community-driven goals. For example, you might want to have a goal towards doing some sort of event-related stream. The obvious one is doing a 12 or a 24-hour stream, so the community all pools their points within a given period of time. I think the maximum is a 30-day period of time that they can pool, but you can extend that target as well. And if the community hits that goal, you as the streamer then do it. I once had a redeem like this where people literally redeemed channel points to get my wife to wax my chest. Yeah, that was an interesting day. But these things are more sort of really higher ticket items that the community themselves pool the points together for. Which brings me on to another point in terms of channel points and the advice I would give for it. So I definitely would recommend here having like a broad range of different channel points types that you can add. All of the things we've mentioned in this particular video, but also the bigger ticket, the mid-tier stuff, and the lower ticket items. But the thing to bear in mind here is the big ticket items need to be things that happen rarely. Otherwise, it kind of takes away the prestige of somebody redeeming that bigger ticket item. And then the lower ticket items, the things that are going to be redeemed in high volume, you want those things to be almost like autonomous and to just manage on their own. So things like Leorin board or touch portal redeems that change something on your stream without you having to do anything are absolutely ideal for those lower ticket items. So yeah, channel points can really make or break your channel as a Twitch streamer. They can really make the difference between you standing out as a streamer and not. Channel points basically create some of the content for you, and all it takes is a little bit of thought, a little bit of extra planning, and of course, a little bit of time to set the channel point redeems up. So yeah, that was Twitch channel point ideas. Hopefully you've come away from this video with loads more creative ideas for your Twitch stream. Feel free to comment below on the types of channel points you have in your channel, be that ones that you've thought of just now, or ones that you already have on your channel that you've been running for a while, and maybe they've been going really, really well for you. We want to know all about it. Yeah, if you did enjoy this, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and see you guys later.